Yo, my people, what's up, guys? How you guys doing today? It's good to see everybody. Hey, how are you guys doing? Um, I'm sorry it took a long time today, um, but I love what is going on in the comment section there. I love what's going on down there. It's amazing to have everybody joining us today. You're gonna have a really beautiful day. Um, Excuse me, I need to connect my another device here because just in case, I always I always connect like two devices just in case one stop all of a sudden. I should have a backup plan, to continue to do it. So that's why I'm connecting the other one as well, the other device here. Anyways, guys, welcome back to Swahili Nation, Swahili to the world, man. I am so glad to come here today, and I hope you guys are seeing me clearly. Let me look at myself here, how I look like. Okay, I look good. Appreciate you guys for dropping here today. I love every single one of y'all, and it's my pleasure to come here. Yesterday, there was a little bit of problem going on social media, and today, guys, you guys might be wondering why there's no other videos, guys. I did one very special video yesterday, and I wanted to actually upload to share with you guys today to be able to see before doing this One Africa forum. But internet is kind of struggle. It's a big struggle here home and in Africa in general, because I talk to my friend from different places. I hear the same thing, the same concern. So since yesterday I've been trying to upload video, but it's not uploading. I don't know what's going on. So it's kind of frustrating sometimes, but all is well. Well, guys, it's good to be here. I see a lot of suggestions here. Oh, Ezra, I see one suggestion from Ezra here. So one topic suggestion: how can Africa contribute to rebuilding a world that brings equality and human dignity? That's beautiful right there. And I see here Tariku Jibri. He says the advantage and disadvantage of economic integration and having one common currency. And one person here, Time, Abby say how to attract tourism and to remove charities didn't help us, give us bad reputation. And I'm just gonna read different comments here. Love from the US, love from Ethiopia in the house. I see you guys. If you're joining right now, you can just name your country and where you're watching from. Yes, hello Africa, hello One Africa. It's good to see everybody here. Yeah, guys, how are you doing today? I want to feel like I'm talking to somebody out there. How are you guys doing? So what I'm gonna do, I will share a link in the comment section, and I just want to ask you guys, how are you doing? All right, that's a simple question. So this right here is asking you guys how you guys doing today. All right, if you're gonna come on the live stream, I would just love to know how you're doing. Yeah, I want to give the chance to somebody out there, because sometimes when we are talking about topics, some people they don't really have anything to say, or they're worrying or scared or something. So I just want to ask, how are you doing? So if you feel like you want to share something, you can just come and share. How are you guys doing? And I feel like I'm talking to somebody, right? Watching from Sweden, Sweden in the house. That's beautiful right there. Salam, salam. That's beautiful right there. I'm a little calm today, right? I want to be calm, because sometimes you guys might feel like I'm shouting, oh, I hate somebody, but no, 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 I don't hate anyone. I love what we have. I love what we have. I really love what we have. Yeah. So how you guys doing? I'm fine. Ahmed Said, I'm fine. It's good to know that. I'm doing good, Mika. That's good. That's amazing. Papa G, I remember you from yesterday. He's doing good. How you guys doing? What about other people? How you guys doing? I'm working well. Ahmed Said, it's good to know that. How you guys doing? I really want to know how you guys are doing. Because this is I really want you guys to feel at home. And maybe that's why today I'm doing direct from my room. I really want you guys to feel at home, to feel that this is the place where you can come and be yourself. You don't have to pretend to be someone else. You don't have to pretend to be some other version of you. No, you can be yourself. And that's my wish for Africa, that it will be a place where people, they can be themselves. When I visit Somalia, and I know the huge percentage, 100% Somali people, they say that the 100% of Somali people are Muslim. But when I go to Somalia, I don't want to pretend like I'm Muslim. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a Christian in Somalia. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we feel this pressure to pretend to be someone else when you go to a place where people, they act a certain way. When you go to a place where people, they have certain behaviors, you feel this pressure to pretend to be someone else. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you feel that, but we don't have to pretend. I don't have to pretend to be someone else when I visit your country in Ethiopia. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to pretend to look like a Muslim, right? I don't have to pretend to look like someone who is coming from that nation, from that country. You know what I mean? You don't have to pretend to look like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I want Africa to be a place where we can accept one another the way we are. Like, you don't have to be someone else. You don't have to look like someone else in order for you to have a place, to have a home. Africa, it should be a place where we are accepting one another. We are accepting one another. You look different from me. You worship different from me, but you are accepted and you are loved. And you have a place and you can have a home. You don't have to look like Tanzanian in order to have a good life in Tanzania. You can just come as you are. You can come as an Ethiopian, as a Somali, as a Kenyan, a South African. You can come and live with your identity. This is why we're talking about One Africa. You can come with your identity and live as whoever you want to be, but yet being accepted, being loved, being cherished, being respected. I want Africa to be that place. And that's the family that I want to create. That's the family that I want to have. Here, Swahili Nation family. There's no need to pretend to be someone else. There's no need to do that. There's no need to do that, because God is only blessing who you are. God is not blessing who you pretend to be. There's no blessing in that. There's a blessing when you are who you are, when you're being yourself, being a person that God created you to be. You got to be that person. We have to be those people. You know what I'm saying? You have to be that people. Yes. That's unity right there. That's unity spirit. That's unity spirit. Do you feel a pressure to pretend to be someone else? Like, oh, you don't have to feel that pressure. You're coming here home, you don't speak Swahili. You don't have to pretend like you speak Swahili. But we can accept you the way you are. That's the environment that we can create in Africa, knowing that you have a value, and you are accepted, and you are loved, regardless of your tribe, regardless of your religion, regardless of your color, skin color of your skin, regardless of whoever you are, regardless of your background. Because sometimes, guys, we are not moving forward because we are constantly looking at the past. If you had pain in the past and you want to move forward and you constantly look at the back, you are not going to get healed because you have a wound already. It's like you have a wound and you're touching it all the time. You're touching it all the time. You know what's going to happen is you're not going to get better. You're going to continue constantly feeling pain. You're going to still feel that. But that wound, in order to recover, in order to get better, you cannot ignore that. I ignore that. Oh, no. You know that the wound is there, but you have to let it heal. How can we heal one another? How can we heal from the past, from the mistakes of the past that our ancestors, our people made? How can we heal from the mistakes that our leaders made in the past or they're making right now? How can we heal to move forward? We cannot dwell in the past if you want to move forward. We have to sacrifice that one. We have to. Hello. It's good to see you. So, guys, I shared the link in the comment section. If you feel like you want to join this conversation, please do not hesitate to come and join. I love what Ezra said here, shared before. I want to talk a little bit about that. It's something very, very important. One topic, as I say this, one topic suggestion: how can Africa contribute to rebuilding a world that brings equality and human dignity? I'll give you guys my personal opinion. Africa, we have been behind in so many ways. I'm not saying in all ways, but I say in so many ways. We are behind technologically, right? We are behind economically, even though we have a lot of resources. All right. We are behind even unity. I'm talking about one Africa. We're behind that. Look at what Europe has done. When you look at European Union, what they have done, those guys, they have a lot of differences. It's a lot of countries, but look at how strong their unity is. They have their own challenges. You can check on the European Union website, but they are on the right direction. And now when you go to Europe, if you get a visa to go to Germany, then you'll be able to go to Spain, you'll be able to go to France, we'll be able to visit different countries there because of that union that they have. If European has done, Africa can do it too. We can do it too. So I'm saying Africa, we are falling behind in so many ways. It seems like everything, like at last it happens in Africa. Even movies, Hollywood movies, they will start coming from America, they will happen in the UK, maybe in Asia, and then in Africa, you find later on they're coming. Like when I came here to Tanzania, I was surprised. Like I saw the movies that are in the movie theater right now. I watched like a month ago when I was in Korea. It feels like it's always falling behind. So why I'm saying this because of this topic that Brother Ezra is suggesting. I think the focus, what we can do right now is to focus on Africa, to focus on how can we improve ourselves, how can we rebuild ourselves, because we need to rebuild ourselves, because we need to improve ourselves. We need to train ourselves to be in the level that we can compete with the rest of the world. We need to improve ourselves. The resources that we have, we don't have just to bring them outside, but we need to see how can we use them to improve our lives, to improve our environment. And after we do that, then later on we can look at outside as well. What are we gonna contribute right now outside? How gonna contribute to rebuild a world that brings equality? How are we gonna do that? We can focus on that. But I think in this matter, we need to focus on Africa within. We have to, because if we're not gonna do it, then nobody's gonna do it for us. If it's not you, then who is going to do it? It's like me, I have my family, I have my kids, and I'm not taking care of them. I'm trying to take care of the whole city and the kids that are living in that house, and my own kids, I don't take care of them. Then I'll be very hypocrite. So we have to improve ourselves. We have to improve. We have to rebuild. This is such an amazing question because, um, like, we have to be people who can actually improve ourselves and also give, not just take. Right. That's why I'm really against the mind of taking loans. Taking loans. I'm like, you know what? Why don't we start thinking about giving loans? Think about that. Why don't we think about giving loans? Because we are capable of doing that. We have everything that it takes to do that. We're capable of doing that. And let's think about it. Let's do it. We have to start thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? We have to start thinking about that. How can we start giving to people? You know what I'm saying? We have to have that mindset. Why every time we just need to think about, how can we receive? How can we receive? We have to think about how can we give? How can we give to other people? It's very important. All right. Let me see what Kedog say. So Keda Dodge, he says this: Africa will keep trailing the other worlds. We should get rid of dictators and greedy leaders and transform into democracy and prosperity. This is what I'm going to say for this topic. All right. All right. For this point right here. I think I'll respond to your points, guys, today. I'll give my opinion, because your voice matters. What you think matters. I don't think I'm better than anybody else, but I'll give you guys my opinion, and you guys can share with me your opinions as well. He said Africa will keep trailing the other worlds. We should get rid of dictators and greedy leaders and transform into democracy and prosperity. Let me say this first of all. Keda Dodge, he has a point, and his point is democracy and prosperity. I think this is what we need the most if we want to change Africa. That so all the different elements is getting rid of dictators and great leaders and transform into democracy and prosperity. I think he has a point. But my question will be, democracy that we want to transform to democracy, is it the democracy that is being defined by the West or the democracy that we are going to define? Because it's totally different. The democracy that is happening in the US and democracy that is happening in our nation is different. So we have a lot of quarrels. We have a lot of misunderstanding, or sometimes quarrels with Westerners, because it seems like the way that democracy is happening in their countries, the same way that they want the democracy to happen in our nations. They impose the same democracy. But we are in different levels of economically. We are in different levels of politics. We have our own different culture. So if we're talking about democracy, we need to be careful what kind of democracy we want to have. What kind of democracy it will transform our nations to take us from where we are to another place? What kind of democracy we need? Because if we're just going to imitate what is happening in the West and act according to that kind of democracy, then it might not be suitable for our country. I'm not an expert in democracy. If somebody is an expert in democracy right here in the chat, please come on the live stream and you can help me out. But I think Africa should have its own democracy, the democracy that will help us to take us from where we are to another place. Prosperity, that's good. I agree with that. But when you're talking about democracy, then we need to be careful. For instance, I don't agree with the greedy leaders. So I don't agree with that. I think we should not have those kind of people. Dictators, I don't agree with that. I think every person has a shot to become a leader or to lead a country, as long as people, they agree that, you know what, this is the person that we want. So when it comes to votes, if we vote more for this person, I mean, not 100% they will vote for one guy. There'll always be like different kind of percentage. But as long as we choose this person, I believe that that person should continue to lead the country. Dictators, I'm against that. Greedy leaders, I'm against that. All right. Because I don't believe in a person. Yesterday I said this, let's not make about leaders, let's make about people, about the country. So when you make about that, then you understand that, in order for us to move from where place we had to another place, then we don't need one person. We need collectively. We need everybody to get involved. Leaders, sometimes they don't even do things. They are there to actually just guide. They are there because they have a vision. They have a vision for the country, and there are people who are working day and night to make that possible, to make that happen. So if you have a leader who understands where they want to go, who sees the vision, and he actually can cooperate with people who are working aside with him to bring about change in the society, I think we can see transformations. You can see that. So that's my opinion. All right. This comment by Unity or else is say, I forgive African leaders. They become corrupt due to pressure. They were under duress. Africa needs its own systems. I agree with you. This is really good. This statement is really powerful. I forgive African leaders. This statement right here is very powerful. Forgiveness is always very important. My mom always told me that to forgive is to heal your soul. So we have a lot of pains in the past, maybe because of leaders and what they have done. But you know what? It's our duty for your own good to forgive. You need or else I spoke about this. That man, when you have power and you have money, it's very easy to be corrupt. It's very easy if you don't have people who can constantly check you, can constantly keep you in check. Then you're not gonna be able to move on. You're not gonna be able to be that a good leader of the country. You need people who can keep you accountable. You need people who they can tell you, you know what, you're doing this wrong. I think we should do this. You're doing that wrong. I think we should do this. You need those kind of people. If you don't have that and you're in the highest position in the office, then you're gonna mess things up. Miyad Rube is say every Democrat from West is okay except homosexuality. I don't think so that every Democrat from the West is okay. Personally. Personally. So the same thing for you. I think you think that way, and that's okay. Hi, Ambassador of our Africa continent. Welcome back home after 9 years in Korea. I'm very proud by your decision to travel by Ethiopian Airlines. I'm trying. I think in that video, I said, if you saw that video, I tried to reach out to Ethiopian Airlines actually, but I think the email, it was full. So I'm gonna need to try to send another email as well. But I'm trying to reach out to them because I really want to go everywhere, and I think if I will have a support from them, it will be amazing. Yeah. And also any African airline, guys, if you're watching these and you're like, you know what, want to support your work, please go ahead. You're welcome, because I will accept, I will accept. Okay, let's see unit or else. Says, Africa will do it as soon as the West stop meddling. It's happening. Most won't see it because of all the deliberate distractions. My opinion to this is, I don't think so that the West will stop meddling in. They will do it. They will do it every single time, no matter how hard we push them. They will do it. Why? Because, man, Africa is hope. It's a hope for the world. It's a hope. They need Africa to survive. It's a truth. It's a fact. They need Africa to survive, guys. The world needs Africa to survive. Think about it. Just think about it. Today we close Africa. Think about it. We put sanction on all the countries. You're not gonna have phones because Congo will not let anybody take those minerals that it has really precious things for their phones and everything. How are they gonna survive? The world need Africa to survive. That's how important Africa is. And doing One Africa is me telling you guys that Africa is very important and the world needs Africa to survive. Once you know that, then you're gonna work like this because you know that you know what you say I'm poor because this is mindset, guys. The reason why they say you are poor, you cannot do anything on your own because they want you to believe that you cannot really do anything on your own and to come and to take things away because they depend on Africa. Trust me, it's actually vice versa. That's why I'm so against the loans because loans, it makes us feel like we are crippled. We always need to beg. We always need something from you. But in fact, they need something from us. That's the truth. Yes, we need each other. I cannot say that we don't need anything from them. Yes, we need each other. But the mindset of us asking all the time or needing from them and them as acting like they're supporting us all the time, it's not true. It's not true. There's no just free support. No, no, no. I'm being very careful with what I'm saying. Yeah, one love. You say they will never stop. They need us more than we need them, and that's fine. That's fine because we are human beings. We need one another. That's the fact. Nobody can stand alone, guys. Nobody can stand alone. To be honest, the reason why we're saying one Africa because Africa is not one yet. But if we're one, we need them. We need Europe. We need America. We need like Asia. We need that once we are one. Because so many issues that right now we think we need them, we don't really need them. But we need them because we are divided. So we cannot solve issue by our own, and we need support from America, so from Europe, from Eastern, because we are not one, we are not united. But once we are united, there's so many issues we'll be able to resolve on ourselves. But still, we're gonna need them, and they need us, and we need each other. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. I don't want to try to say like Africa is like a little island that is down there and we don't need anybody because we can do everything on our own. I believe that with everything that I got, but I'm saying first thing is first. First thing first. Let's be one. It's like this. If I'm alone and I'm solving this issue or I'm solving this problem, what happened is for those who study mathematics, I studied mathematics because I studied economics. I was actually really good at mathematics. So you know, there are always in um, um, some of the questions, there are like more than two or three different ways to get an answer. There's this like shortcut, there's a long cut, there's different ways, right? So if I start by myself, I might be just knowing the long way that I can spend like 5 minutes to solve one answer. X is equal to 2. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying this because it's reality. When I was in middle school, actually, I always knew like the long ways of solving something. But I always had one guy. His name is William. He was really smart at mathematics. I used to start with him, and he used to help me a lot. That guy is the one that really helped me a lot. He always knew like different ways of solving one question. So what I did, I learned from him too. So in one question, I had like two different ways to solve. If I need to finish as soon as possible, I will use the short one. If I have a lot of time, I'll use the long one just to show teacher that, you know what, I'm good at this. I understand what I'm doing. That's what I'm saying. So Africa, if we are one, like if we are one, then so many issues that we need to solve, we'll be able to solve within ourselves to help one another to solve within Africa. And then there's things that we're gonna need support from outside because they will need support from us as well. We need one another. That's very important to know. But first, let's rebuild Africa. Let's build Africa, guys. Let's build Africa. We need to build this land. We need it. We need to do that because if you're not doing it, nobody will do it. We need to take care of this land. Um, Dawit Mamo, he says this. We have nothing to take from US or Europe except to share and work from mutual benefit. We Africans have our own multicultural rules and regulation. Again, I want to say this. Mm, I'll address this again, guys, and please just try to understand what I'm trying to say. When we're talking about one Africa and unity, my perspective is not to create Africa that it will be there, like in the middle of the ocean, that don't need anything from anywhere. That's not what I'm saying, because I'll say this again. In my perspectives, I believe that we need one another. Africa needs Europe. Europe needs Africa. Africa needs West. I mean, America. America needs Africa. It's both ways. The same thing to Asia. Asia needs Africa, and Africa needs Asia. This one? Oh, okay. Yeah. We need one another. It's very important. It's very important, guys. So what I'm trying to change is this, that people, the belief that is out there believes that Africa needs Europe. Europe don't need Africa. It's wrong. Because in reality, Europe, they need Africa. Or America, they need Africa. That's why they always come, mildly in, trying to take something, trying to do this, trying to make this content. You know what I'm saying? So the perspective that is out there is that, oh, you know what? Africa needs us, but we don't need really them. We don't really need them. It's wrong. We need one another. They need us as much as we need them. But right now, the mindset, the software that we are trying to change is that, guys, it's not about we need them and they don't need us. No. But we cannot isolate ourselves away from, we cannot do that. But we have our culture, we have our norms, we have our values, we have our rules. We can stick by them. We can love them. We can follow them, because what? This is what makes us who we are. This is what makes us who we are. You know, if I look at my culture and I'm like, you know what, no, this is pretty bad. I just want what they have. That's kind of mindset that is kind of, you know, it's kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not appreciating what you have and you want something from outside. You need to appreciate what you have. And that's what we're trying to say, that you are no different from anyone. But if I come here and I tell you that, you know what, we don't need them. You know, we don't need Europe. We don't need America. I don't want to say that, because I'll be not saying the truth. I'll be not saying the truth. I'll be thinking that we're better than anybody else. But I don't think that. I don't think that we're better than anybody else. I think everybody is better on their own way. That's what I think. But I think we are special. I think the narrative that shows that Africa is less than anybody else, I think it's wrong, and 100% I don't agree with it. I believe in equality, that we are created special, uniquely. The skin color of the color of our skin doesn't change anything. We are special, we are beautiful, and black is excellence. As much as white, as much as yellow, as much as brown. That's what I believe. Because those people, God created them too. But my focus right now is not on that. My focus is on Africa. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not here to speak about America, to speak for Europe. No, man, I'm speaking here for Africa because I am African. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why, yes, for mutual benefit. Exactly. Dawit Mamo, you said it here in this, except to share and work for mutual benefit. Exactly. I agree with you. To share and work for mutual benefit. Like, if you're working on it, you get 50, I get 50. But right now, it's not even that. And the matter of the fact, if you come to work in our house, in our home, we should receive more percentage than you do, because you cannot come to take our gold and our minerals and then you expect to get 50-50 for what? Let's leave those minerals on the ground, because they're not going to expire. We have to take more percentage. We have to take 70. It's our own. 70 to 30. Those are kind of treaties we have to make. If you don't want it, then don't take it. Just leave it on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Yes, because it's our own. This is for the good of our people. You cannot come and take in our country and expect to develop your country. What about my country? First, let's use minerals we have, all resources we have, to improve the lives of our people. and then we can focus on our side. Let's improve our lives. That's good, Dawit Mamu. Thank you for saying that again. Just in case if you feel like I misunderstood you, but not. Smile in pain. He said, smile in pain. I like that name. Smile in pain. That's a good attitude. Definitely, Africa need Europe and Europe need Africa. But we African, all what we have to do is that change their perception towards Africans. All right, this is the thing. I agree with you. Smile in pain. But you know what? We cannot change their perspectives about Africa. But what we can do is we can change ours. So our focus should be us. Your focus should be you. If you change your perspective about Africa, if we as Africans we change that perception, it doesn't really matter what they think about Africa. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to disgrade us. It's not going to disvalue us. Even right now, what they think, it doesn't do anything because I know who I am and I know Africa, what kind of continent it is. I know how, I know, and I love being an African. So it doesn't matter if somebody look at me and be like, hey, you look like an animal. You look like a monkey. It doesn't matter. Because I know that and even if I'm a monkey, man, I'll be a proud monkey. Because right now you feel like monkey is really dirty animal. No, monkey is beautiful, man. Have you ever seen monkey? They're amazing. I love them. So you think I'm a monkey? Think about it. Because even monkey was created by God. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of attitude we need to have. You think about me that I'm monkey and I'm getting offended. Why should I get offended if you think that way? You're the one that messed up. You're the one that something is wrong with your brain, that you see a human being and you think of monkey. What the heck is wrong with you? So we can change our perspectives, how we think about ourselves, how we see ourselves, how we love ourselves, how we protect one another. We change that. It doesn't really matter what they think because they will look and they'll be like, wow, look at those people, how they treat one another, how they love one another, how they're one. I gave an example of the Tower of Babel in the Bible. Tower of Babel, these people, all this generation, they came together and they're like, you know what? We got to build a tower to see God. And that's what they did. They started to build a tower. God in heaven, he looked down on earth and he was like, dang. He looked at those people and this is what he says. Wait, I got to show you guys. No, I got to show you this. Tower of, I want to say the same thing. I want to say the same thing as is mentioned in the scripture. Okay, this one. Let me read this story for you guys. Let me show you this story. All right, I'm gonna read this story a little bit for you guys. Let me show you this story. The Tower of Babel. Let me read this story for you all. All right, this is such a good story, and I want to show you guys this story. Let me share with you guys here. Okay, if you guys you know something called Bible, this comes from the book of Genesis. Let me share this story. Because I want those people who do not know this story to understand this story. All right, look at this. They say, now the whole world had one language and a common speech. As people moved eastward, they found a plain in Shinar and settled there. They said to each other, come, let's make bricks and bake them thoroughly. They used bricks instead of stone and tar for mortar. Then they said, come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered over the face of the whole earth. They wanted to be one, all right? But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower the people were building. The Lord said, if as one people speaking the same language, they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Do you hear that? Look at that. This is God saying, if as one people speaking the same language, they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. It will be impossible. Basically, he's saying that if these people agree to be one, they agree to work together, they agree to in a common goal, nothing will be impossible to them. Then God is saying this, come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other. You understand that? So they will not understand each other. I don't want them to be one. I want to confuse so that they may not understand each other. So the Lord scattered them from there over all the earth, and they stopped building the city. That is why it's called called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world. From there, the Lord scattered them over the face of the earth. So you see this story, guys, how it happened. These people, they had the common language. These people, they had the common goal. They had the common vision, and that is we wanna reach, wanna make the name for ourselves. And God, he saw it. It was like, these guys, I mean, they're really determined. They really want to do this. There's nothing they're going to fail. Nothing is going to be impossible to them if they continue to be like this. Okay, we need to confuse them. What can I do? Let me confuse their languages. And that's the beginning of many languages here in the Tower of Babel. That's the meaning of that. He confused them. So they couldn't understand each other. They couldn't. And this is where we are right now. We're confused. We are confused because somebody came, colonized us, somebody came, taught their language, somebody came and, divided, put some boundaries in the African continent. And now I think like, what? I am Tanzania, you are Kenya. No, we are not the same. No, we are confused. But remember this. If these people are united, they speak the common language. Speaking the common language is the metaphor. It's the metaphor of people who agree to work together, people who are united, people who are one. He said, because of that, nothing will be impossible to them. Do you understand that? That is the power of unity. That even if there's something you cannot do, because as a human being, we have limits. But as long as you're one, as long as you're united, nothing will be impossible to you. It's a principle. One, you guys will achieve. You're divided, you're not going to achieve. You'll be confused, fighting with one another, and losing the big picture, and you'll be weak. So right now, we're perceived as a weak, Africa as a weak continent. Because we're divided, everybody's from themselves. We can't let that happen. We know the power of unity. So let's be one. Let's be one. Let's not, okay, we can play blame game. We can blame the US, we can blame the Europeans, we can blame Asians, but it's not gonna reach us anywhere. Blaming game, it doesn't do anything. When you blame something, I'm not saying there's no issues. There are issues. Some other times I really speak my mind here, right? There are issues, but the focus should be on ourselves. That's where focus should be. Because if we start blaming them, then we don't really see ourselves. We don't really see what we are lacking. We are not really being critical with ourselves and why we should change. There's something to change. There's something to change. And you gotta be honest with one another. I'm glad to see the positive vibe about Africa and how you guys feel and how I feel. You know how I feel too. All right. Time up. Let me say this question. He's asking a question as well. All right, guys. What do you think about this? We should call the African children from all over the world to build Africa, or not yet? What do you guys think? I'll give you my opinion. Let me know in the comment section. What do you guys think? And I'll share my opinion too. Before I share, I want to hear you guys. What do you think? Time up is asking a question. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? If you guys are still thinking, I'll give my opinion. The reason why I want to wait because I don't want to interrupt what you're thinking, but I will share. I will share that Let Africans be everywhere. Let them be everywhere. They don't have to come to the African continent to build Africa. No, I'm saying this because I was living in Korea, and that's when I started this Swahili Nation 2 years ago, about 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. I started to build Africa when I was out, and it was happening. The movement was happening. Some people, they thought I'm living in South Africa. Some people, they thought I was in Kenya. Some people, they thought I was in Tanzania. Some people thought I was in Ethiopia. I was building Africa as I was there. So they don't have to come to Africa to build Africa. We need to be everywhere. We need to be everywhere because this is our chance. And I believe on Africans that are in Africa, that you know what, we can build. We don't need diaspora to come back to build our country. Man, you have been living in your country for a long time. You actually understand. You're experiencing more than even diaspora. I haven't been living in Tanzania for 9 years. I'm here back right now. I need to catch up with a lot of stuff. Even my language, I need to catch up with it. So people who are living here for 9 years, they have more advantage because they understand. 9 years, I miss a lot. I missed a lot. When I left here, it was like, it was is it 1, 2, 3, 4? It was the fourth president. Now I'm back. This is the sixth president. Like 3 president went, like that, and then the other one that RIP, and then this one. I need to catch up with a lot of stuff. So you understand what I'm trying to say? I believe in Africans that are in Africa, that are outside. I believe if you're outside, build Africa as you're outside. I've done that. I was changing narratives of Korean people, the way they're thinking about Africa. I did that. Even if it's 1 or 2 or 3, I did that by living my life, by doing what I was doing. And people understand that, oh, so this is how Africa is. I did that. I did that with my talent, with singing talent. I've done a lot of television show there to represent Africa. Maybe I should share with you guys some of the links. But yes, I did that. Exactly. Rita Jibri Meskel, he say, love has no place. It reflects on anywhere. Yes, you're an African living abroad. I'll tell you this, you don't have to come to Africa to build Africa. You don't have to. Like, I don't want you to feel like you have that pressure. Wherever you are, you can build Africa. And you have something to do, you have something to contribute. Wherever you are, you can change narratives or people the way they think Africa, wherever you are. Start something, do something. We need to be everywhere because we need to have mindset as well to take over this place. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I love this one. He said, let me share you Amharic proverb. Spider web can tie lion if unite. Oh, wow. That's really powerful. That's really powerful. Say unity, or else say Dr. Arikana, former AU ambassador, is organizing the diaspora as the sixth region. Okay, that's some powerful stuff. Oh, somebody here say they can fund Africa while they live abroad. And I know a lot of people who are supporting like that. Like they're supporting like that. Let me say this, guys. Let me suggest something. I know some people who are really supporting Africa, and they're outside. All right, some people they've been born there outside, but they are supporting Africa a lot. They're building education system. They're building. I want to suggest something to you guys. What is that? Oh. I want to suggest to you. Ah, man, I cannot remember. Ah, no. Man, I wanted to suggest something here, but now I cannot think of it. It's just okay. Here, let me try to see. I'm gonna suggest something. I hope I'll find it. I really do hope. Mm. Oh, yes, yes. Okay, guys, there are this one movie on Netflix. If you get a time, please watch Everything But a Man. Everything But a Man. Please check that out. Everything But a Man. This is the movie that has been directed by African, African sister. She actually has heritage from Ethiopia. She directed this movie, Everything But a Man. Check it out. This is how you can change the narratives of people. So if this person is an African and create a movie in Hollywood, and this movie is available on Netflix, you guys can watch it. And Everything But a Man, it's about African culture. It's about that. So if you watch this, I believe you'll be able to see how a lot of our African brothers and sisters in diaspora, they're trying to change narratives about Africa with everything they got. This is Hollywood movie right here, guys. Everything But a Man. Please check it out. Everything But a Man. If you have, Netflix, you can go right now and write Everything But a Man. You can check it out. So this is what can happen. They can fund Africa while they live abroad. Yes. Or they can even support in ideas, in organizations, and stuff like that. Love, unity, and peace are the only way. Yes, I agree with you 100%. That's what we stand for. Yeah, guys. So, yeah, I think this has been amazing. Okay. I love this one as well. I'll be done, guys, very soon. We need each other, but it has to be equal, give and take. We need to stand united first, my brother. Exactly. This is really good. Yeah, that's why we talk all the time. All right, there's a question here. Mayad Rob is a what do we mean by united Africa? Is that economically, political, or socially interviewed Africa? Guys, what do you think? What do you guys think? What kind of united Africa do you want? What do you guys do you want? Because I believe that every countries they have their own constitutions when it comes to politics, right? But as long as your politics in your country does not affect the unity we want to have, then it's okay. Because I cannot teach you how to run your country. You can run your country however you want to run, but I am interested in unity. Because when we have unity, that means I will have a voice and you will have a voice as well. That's what I'm interested in. So it can be economically, it can be socially, politically. I have to. I'm not sure about it, but when we talk about politically, for me, I'm thinking about governance. That's what I'm thinking. There might be other ways, but that's what I'm thinking. Maybe just because I'm not an expert on that, I haven't studied politics yet, or political science. I haven't studied that, so it's hard to speak for that. But economically, I say yes to that. Socially, I say yes to that. Politically, I still think every country they have their own constitution, the way they govern their countries, but yet we can still be united, even if we have different ways that we govern country. Let's say in Africa we have one country that, for example, in Morocco they don't have a president, they have a king. So basically, you're having a king is that your country is not really political country, because king, it just goes on the bloodline, right? And then their kids, they'll be king, and then like that. So as long as we have that, then um you cannot really say you want to be united in that way, because maybe they don't believe in politics at all, and we do believe in politics, but we can still be united and work together. Yeah, I remember during the time of Magufuli, the king of Morocco actually offered to build a mosque here in Tanzania. And I think he came to visit to open it. I think he did. So you see that is like cooperation between Morocco and Tanzania by building a big mosque here in Dar es Salaam. I don't know where it is, but that was the promise that he made. Actually, he asked him to build a mosque here. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of relationship we can also have. Hmm. Yes, unity or else you say right. So sometimes people misuse the word unity. It doesn't mean you must believe and behave the same way like as all others. Whatever system that allows the people to be prosperous and retain their dignity. Exactly. Yeah, we talk about that all the time. We all, Dawiti said, we all have something to contribute to Africa from every part. That's amazing. Mm. Okay, I'll read this again. We all have something to contribute to Africa from every part of the world. All we need is good heart to offer. That's what's up. That's 100%. Good heart to offer. Can contribute. Everyone working together. Yes. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate you guys for stopping by. I'll stop here for today. I've had very long day, but I still had to come here and to share my opinions and to hear you guys as well. So I'm really glad for all the comments and suggestions that you guys have shared. It means a lot. And I will be stopping here. Appreciate for the love. And I'm still trying, man. There's one video that I did a reaction since yesterday, and I've been trying to upload since yesterday, but it's still like taking a long. This is very long time. But yeah, hopefully, hopefully it will be done soon. And if it's done soon, then I guess tomorrow it will be up. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm in the transition right now in Africa, so a lot of things are changing. But I appreciate you guys for staying there and be generous with me. Yeah, I love you guys and keep up the good work for Africa. And yeah, I'll come on next time. You need all else, please come. I'll see you guys next time. And remember that there's video is coming about this one amazing Tanzanian woman called Salma. It's something that you guys need to see, something that you guys need to experience. You need to see this story. And whenever you come to Tanzania, you have to watch this. If you want to come to Tanzania and you don't have a place to live, you have to watch this. This is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be an amazing episode. I'm so excited. I'm spending a lot of time editing it and a lot of effort. Today is I took it on Sunday and I started to edit on Sunday. Today, what's the day? Is today? Can't even remember the day. What's going on with me? Today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday and I'm still editing. I think until Wednesday I'll be editing still. Yeah. So please don't you have to watch this. It might be coming, any day this week. Yeah. I cannot wait to share this with y'all. Anyways, guys, God bless you. Mika Chavala, Africa needs young and bright journalists like you who speak up their mind when it comes to discussing topics related to Africa best interests. I appreciate so much Sefa Abebe, but I'm not generous. Professionally, I'm not. So if you see that I don't really, I'm not professional in that. I'm just doing this because I love Africa, but I really appreciate that. It means a lot reading that. Yeah, appreciate guys. It's hard to leave, You guys so much love, and I love you guys. All right, Africa, have a good night. I love you, Africa. I hope you do too. All right, bye bye.